Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. Back with another live stream. Salute to everybody coming through the building, all the subscribers. LeBar Cooper, what's good, bro? What's good with you? Everybody that support the channel, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We back tonight talking about the WBC rankings that just came out. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to highlight some of the movement they have and talk about some possible fights and stuff like that. So we're going to run through all the divisions. And we're just going to talk about it, yo. So salute to everybody coming through. For those listening to the playback, I appreciate you coming through. Make sure you guys hit the like button, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So we're going to get into this. So I've been waiting for these rankings to come out. You know what I'm saying? I know they've been making some headlines about some mandatories and stuff like that. So I knew the rankings was going to come out pretty soon. So that's what's up. And it's always interesting to see how these rankings shape out. You know what I'm saying? So starting with the heavyweight division, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? So kind of make it. There you go. So Tyson Fury is the champ. You know what I'm saying? We all know about that. And he going through the mediation. We're about to be arbitration with Deontay Wilder. So that's kind of stalled out. He's trying to get out of that and fight Anthony Joshua, which I understand because that's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? But these rankings really haven't changed too much from last month. You know what I'm saying? It's about the same. 1, 2, 3, all those are about the same. So really no really big changes in the WBC. I know there's talk about Wilder fighting Martin, but I think that's just talk. That's just talk. You see Martin at number 10, and you see Usyk, Ortiz. So all these is basically how it was. You know what I'm saying? Last month. We know Povetkin versus White supposed to go down. We see Povetkin up here as the interim champion. They're gonna fight. They're gonna do a rematch March the 6th. So, got some notable guys in the rankings though. For what it's worth, the WBC has the best rankings out of the full sanctioned bodies. Like if you look at this is pretty much. I'm okay with these rankings. You know what I'm saying? You can switch a couple guys here and there, but some good names in there. So that's what it is. What's good? Ali, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Let's run down these new rankings. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? All right, so we're not really much at the heavyweight division. Let's talk about this bridgeweight. This is a new division. You know what I'm saying? 224 pounds. I mean, I ain't so much really mad at the division, honestly. I know we got too many belts in boxing, so I ain't really mad at it if they fight. You feel me? Because if you look at the rankings, all these guys, if they match each other up, they basically 50-50 fights. Even Oscar Rivas at the top. You know what I'm saying? So, he beat Brian Jennings, so, he's probably the favorite or the best in this division, if you want to say. Some people don't like it. I mean, I understand, you know what I'm saying? But if they fight each other, all these guys fight each other, it's cool. Now, they don't have a champion yet, but they're gonna crown one probably mid-year. He said stop paying What's up, Neutral Natural? Stop paying for the sanction fees. Okay, I feel you. So the number 2 guy, Kevin Larenia from South Africa, he's the IBO champion in cruiserweight. He's going to face the number 11 guy, Bilal Lagoon, for the WBC Silver Championship, and then I guess they're going to order the winner of that against Oscar Rivas. Nobody even had a fight in this in these rankings, and Lorena already moved up to number 2, so you already know what it is. But if they fight each other, hey, as long as these fights are good, I really don't care, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying about the division. So it is what it is. But not really much going on. I guess they're gonna start having fights getting sanctioned. If you look, they got the WBC Silver title about to get filled, and then the WBC International. So, and then of course the world title. So we'll see what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys are unheralded. A lot of people don't know. I think this is a hardcore type of division. You know, from top to bottom. We know Rivas, probably the most known guy on this ranking is Brian Jennings. You know what I'm saying? You got Marco Huck, former cruiserweight champion. Alan Babbage is a fun fighter. Spilka, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Isaac Chamberlain, he's a young guy. He fought Coley. So yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna move down to cruiserweight. So cruiserweight's champion is Makabu, Junior Akabu. You know what I'm saying? He had a title defense against who he fought last fight? He fought the Russian guy. I mean, excuse me, the African kid. Daradola. I'm tripping. So Makabu fought Daradola last month, had a nice 6-round stoppage over him. I mean, he's fun, man. If y'all ever seen Makabu fight, he's a fun fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's either gonna get you or you're gonna get him. We know cruiserweight is like the forgotten division in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those fighters are European and African and stuff like that. And we don't have really an American guy other than Tabiti at number 5, but we haven't seen him since he got slept by Dorticos. He said South African protected bum, obscure guy, IBO king. I feel you. I don't know if he a bum, but hey, I feel you. I respect your decision. He can fight a little bit. He just had a win too. He had like 6 defenses. Okay. We'll see how he look. I know he working with Lou DiBella. His last fight was on UFC Fight Pass in December. I was able to watch that. So I feel you. So looking at these rankings, Makabu beat the number 1 guy already. He beat the number 2 guy. That was a close fight. And the number 3 guy, I believe. Damn. So Makabu might be the man. I think Breedis is the man in this division, but Makabu and Breedis need to make a unification. That'd be dope. Dorticos, Tabiti, El Diablo, number 6, with Jacek. He's a former world champion. There go Daradola, number 8. Cruiserweight, like I said, if these guys fight each other, it's actually not a bad division because all these matchups are pretty much 50-50. These guys walk around as heavyweights anyway, and they can punch. So this is the real junior heavyweight division for real. They said Makabu is a good fighter. Yeah, I like him. I think these guys, they got the top guys got to fight each other. Breeders, the IBF champion, the WBA champion. They got like 3 or 4 of those. Take a pick. Shubinov about to fight January 29th on the Don King card. He one of their champions. Gallimarian from France. He's supposed to be the super champion. They got 2 more. So yeah, man. But if they unify, they can definitely, bring some light, shed some light to the division. All right, light heavyweight. The light heavyweight, man, been stagnant, bro. Because the top guy, Arthur Beterbiev, been either injured or sick, and a lot of postponements. But he's the champion, unified champion. As you can see, Pascal is the silver champion, and he's the WBA regular type champion. He's supposed to fight Badu Jet coming up. Arthur Beterbiev fight with Adam Danis has been rescheduled for March the 30th. So finally he'll be back in the ring. And if he wins, and the winner between Joe Smith Jr. versus Max Vlasov on February 13th, they're going to unify the three belts at light heavyweight. He said why don't call Bridgerweight the junior heavyweight? I don't know. I can't even tell you. I think that would make more sense, but they're doing it for that kid that got attacked by the dog. I think his name Bridger. I think. But yeah, this division, man, once they get going, man, it can do some things. You feel me? Um, so I talked about Brad BF. The number one, Zerto Ramirez. Now he's been ordered to fight Marcus Brown in the WBC interim title because, like I said, Billy BF been off and hurt and all that stuff for a while. So that's a good fight. Ramirez versus Brown, it's a good fight, and that might be coming down the pipe first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on the PBC card, I can see that. Pascal and Badu Jack supposed to fight. Kovalev, I don't know why he in here, but he just tested positive. Mahakin, he probably be an opponent for Bawaxi. Jesse Hart, whatever. You know, it's okay. I ain't nothing too crazy. Anthony Yard is at number 15, Arthur 12. So okay. So it's not really crazy rankings that you see somebody like that. How the hell you get up there? But you know, it is what it is. As long as the guys at the top is fighting, I think we can do some things for real. So they got a couple fights that probably get made. I think Caparello and Bawaxi supposed to fight pretty soon too. You know what I'm saying? He said Marcus Brown has a weak jaw. Yeah, Marcus. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It might be kind of suspect. I'm with it. I know he was getting hit by some looping shots by Pascal, was getting dropped, and Hot Rod dropped him. So yeah, we'll see. But that fight with him and Zerto, it'd be pretty good though. Pretty good. Zerto came back last month, got a win. So we'll see. Like heavyweight gotta get rolling though. All right, super middleweight. So this is why I like to pay attention to these rankings. Then you guys can figure out possible matchups. All right, so we know super middleweight Canelo is the new WBC champion. He's a unified champion. WBA and WBC. What's up, Bruce Goes? Salute. So, and he about to fight the mandatory, quote unquote, number 2, Yildirim. That's February the 27th. So that's coming down. Expect the announcement pretty soon. So we already know about that. He said Zerto win. Okay. I think, yeah, I'll favor Zerto in that fight too. So looking at it, we know the landscape of 168. Caleb is the IBF champion. He about to have a fight next week against Truex. Billy Joe is the WBO, and we all know the dominoes always fall when Canelo make his decision, right? So looking at number 1, David Benavidez. So this how I be figuring out who they gonna fight, and I just have an educated guess because I pay attention to the rankings, right? Last month, if y'all don't know, David Benavidez is coming back March the 6th, all right, and he been in camp since before Christmas in Big Bear, California. Anybody know about Big Bear? It really ain't no place you want to really go, really like that. It's that if you go there to train, that means you really gonna put in some work because the altitude and it's cold and all that good stuff. So he been locked down for basically 12 weeks before his fight. Now, looking at his opponent, who you think he gonna fight? He really not gonna fight no top guy, right? So what came to my attention? I've been putting this out on the low on my lives. Ronald Ellis, number 8. He wasn't ranked by them last month. He wasn't ranked by. He was ranked at middleweight. Now he's at super middleweight, ranked number 8. So that's my opinion. Who David Benavidez is gonna fight March the 6th. So that's how I be trying to piece this stuff together. Because if you look at it, he's not fighting Yildirim. Lemieux, he's with Golden Boy. I'm not sure what he's doing. And he just beat Darrell. Danny Jacobs, is he going to take that fight? I don't know. Kyle Smith just lost. This Uzbekistan kid, he just got to the United States, but I don't know if he's going to. I doubt if he fight him. Maybe he's on standby. You never know. Shishkin's about to fight February the 10th on Showbox. They're trying to make Shooting Off versus John Ryder. So this process of elimination, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. So you look at all these guys, and I just took process of elimination. Then think about if a guy pop into the rankings, do he have any affiliation with the PBC? And the answer is yes, because Ellis just fought Kolbroff, you know what I'm saying, December, got the little win and whatnot. So that's how I be breaking shit down all the way. You feel me? Actual facts, what's good, bro? Salute. So and I can be able to make an educated guess on that. If I'm wrong, it is what it is, bro. Ain't nobody breaking it down like that, but I'm thinking it's gonna be David Benavidez versus Ronald Ellis, March the 6th. We shall see though. But you see, number 15, Carlos Gongora. He the IBO champion. He just won that title against Ali Akhmadev on the Triple G undercard. He just signed with Matchroom, so he might get another fight. I see Gabe right there, number 14. It's been talks about Gabe versus Berlinger. So man, we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully things open up though. He said he beat Brammer. Um, he said off no Ellis. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. You said no Ellis. He said he'll beat up Brammer if no Ellis. Okay, I see what you're saying. Now I don't think so. I don't think Brammer gonna come over here and fight Benavidez. I would say it'd be Ronald Ellis. If he not fighting, see you gotta think about the PBC affiliation. If it's not, because it's basically a tune-up fight for Dave Benavidez because PBC want to see if he's dedicated. That's why his ass in Big Bear for 12 weeks. We're gonna go to Big Bear for 12 weeks and miss your Christmas with your child and all that shit, his firstborn. Man, he got to prove something. So I'm picking somebody on PBC side. If it's not Ronald Ellis, to me, it probably be Linnell Thomas, Lonnie B. He's affiliated TMT fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody like that, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, middleweight. So you see, they got Canelo still franchise in middleweight. That shit crazy. Jamal Charlo is a champion. Um, we know about Triple G's IBF. Murata is the WBA super champion, and then Demetrius Andrade is the WBO champion. He said Berlinger versus Gongora. That's a good fight. That's a good fight, but I think it's unlikely though. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight though. I was calling for that fight too. But I think it's unlikely unless Matchroom and Top Rank really do that Top Rank versus Matchroom shit. That's a good fight to make, but I doubt it. I think Gongora might go. Think about a super middleweight that Eddie Hearn have. You know what I'm saying? He might go that route. He said they won't make the natural fight. Gongora is too dangerous. Hell, they won't make that fight natural. Gongora is too. Yeah, I agree with that. Gongora is like he real crafty and unassuming, but he hit your ass with that left uppercut. It's a wrap. I like him though, and he was an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? But he said good fight, but Bob, I'm not going to risk that kid this early. I think Berlinger fighting Ronald Gavril next. That's my choice. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Because I think Gavril. See, think about Gavril. He fought David Benavidez twice, and lost. You know, it was a close fight. The first fight, the second fight, he got dominated. He got the style for Berlinger. He coming forward. He ain't moving. So, and he's a tough guy, and that's a comparable opponent to these top guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. If Porky Medina was active, I would say Porky Medina because he fought Caleb Plant and Dave Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a good comparable fight. All right, so 160. So Jamal is the champion. It's really not much for him to do on on the PBC side at 160. He don't really have no smoke. And then Chris Eubank just dipped to Germany to sign with the Solomon brothers, and he's looking at Murata, or he actually got more options than Jamal Charlo for a big fight because he can get the Canelo fight. I mean, maybe down the road, but Murata fight, Triple G. You know what I'm saying? He got the name, so Chris Eubank can get better fights than Jamal Charlo right now as it sit. But it's really not much for Jamal Charlo. So what do he do? You know what I'm saying? We got Jaime Munguia number 1, and there's talks about Munguia versus Triple G. So maybe we throw that out. He just beat Derevchenko number 2. Leon Williams got the mandatory with Demetrius Andrade. So that's 3 guys basically out the picture. Process of elimination. Magic Selecki, maybe he PBC. He been working with PBC, had fights over there. Maybe. Um, that's a possibility. Xander Beck is with Top Rank. I don't know. They're gonna do that. That fight probably not big enough to cross the street, but maybe it is. You never know. Brandon Adams, he beat him already, and Brandon Adams got a big fight coming up March the 5th against what's his name? Bolachuk, Sergey Bolachuk. That's a good fight. Rain City, USA. Fat Cal, Top Rank. Dennis Hogan. He just beat Dennis Hogan, and Dennis Hogan talking about fighting Tim Zoo. He said I wish Eddie would make Andrade my brother. Yeah, that's possible though. I think Andrade would have to travel for that. We'll see. Murata talking about fight Sergio Martinez at the end of the year, but he got to get one in. Yeah, he had to. Yep, he had to go over there. I mean, he went to Germany to fight Koke for that WBA regular. So he can go over there and fight that. That's a good move. Uh, Murata big over there too. So me going down the list, process elimination. Juan Macias, he just slept James Kirkland. You feel me? He on PBC, Samson promoted boxer. This Italian kid, he ain't getting him. He beat Hugo Centeno. On Johnson, you know what I'm saying? He's commentating, but he's with Golden Boy, unlikely. Carlos Molina, unlikely type shit. This kid right here, so process elimination, Camille Zamela, So if Jamal Charlo gonna fight somebody, he gonna stay at 160 and defend his title. My two options would be number 4, Selecki, and number 9, Montiel. That's my opinion. And I know people be like, man, who the fuck is those guys? We know Selecki, but hey, that's how shit work. That's how shit work. But my opinion, he need a bigger fight. You know what I'm saying? He said Sergio would get blitzed by Murata with the right hook up. Yeah, he'll get. Yeah, man, I don't want to see that. But if Sergio, he got a fight coming up in Spain in April. If he win that fight, he's number 5 in the WBA, bro. He win that fight, then they got plans on making him versus Murata. That's crazy. But so who did Charlo fight? If he's gonna stay at 160 to defend his title, who do we fight on the PBC side? They're not making no unifications. So my theory is he's gonna fight Danny Jacobs at a catchweight. That's my theory. I could be wrong. And follow me though. Follow my conspiracy. Danny Jacobs, his last fight with Matchroom, you know what I'm saying, against Gabe Rosado, which I thought he lost. He looked like trash. You know what I'm saying, that fight. That was his last fight with Matchroom. You think Matchroom gonna bring him back? I mean, who they gonna match him up with? Because Canelo got 168 on lock. He got his next 3 fights already lined up, and it consists of unifying the division, being undisputed. So I don't know where would Jacobs fit in. Will he take a fight with John Ryder or maybe Callum Smith or Gungor? Come on. I think he's ready to cash out. You know what I'm saying? That Jamal Charlo, don't be surprised if he fight Jamal Charlo maybe at a catchweight like 54. I mean, excuse me, 64, 66. I doubt if Jacobs could get down to 160 again. So that's my opinion. I think Jamal Charlo gonna fight Danny Jacobs next. So if it happens, then y'all already know what it is. The first one who said it. It's all good though. All right, to 154. This is my favorite division in boxing, bro. I think it's the deepest. I think it got a lot of sharks in the water all the way down. I think this is probably the only division that can do a 16-man tournament on some NCAA type shit. You know what I'm saying? All the fights basically are kind of 50-50-ish, or the other guy can't win. Even if you fight Mel Charlo, you know what I'm saying? I think Mel is the man in the division, rightfully so. I think he should be on the pound for pound list for sure. But this is a deep, shark infested division, and ain't no gimmies. You feel me? So we know Jamel is the champion, a unified champion. He got 3 belts, so he one more belt. He can become undisputed officially. You know what I'm saying? Lubin is the mandatory, but it haven't been called yet. You feel me? He won a couple of eliminators. It haven't been called yet. Charlo, he's in a position where he can sit and wait and see what happened with Teixeira versus Castano on February 13th, and then he can make that fight. He do have an IBF mandatory pending, but he can kind of bypass that because that guy, he's not really politically connected. You know what I'm saying? And he's unherited, and a lot of people ain't really heard of him like that. So I don't know. Jamel in the driver's seat. So I talked about Lubin, Sergio Garcia. He's with Sergio Martinez. He been fighting on his undercard. He's supposed to fight Lubin like a year ago. I don't know what happened. He's number 2. Tony Harrison, we haven't seen him in a minute. He definitely fits in this division for sure. You feel me? He definitely fits in. Uh Rosario, he looking to bounce back. Expect him back in the ring probably like April or May in a decent fight, hopefully. J Rock, he was supposed to fight Hogan, and that fight got canceled. So we don't know. He should be back too. Hopefully everything's straight with the COVID. Jerry Hurd, we ain't seen him in a minute. This Botacek kid, that's who I was talking about, who's gonna fight Brandon Adams. March the 4th. Sebastian Fondora, he been moving up real nice. Young kid. He should have a fight coming up. I think he's like number 1 in the WBA, so he might go down the WBA route. I can see him trying to run that shit back with Coda. You remember Coda fight was canceled. Hold on, what did he say? He said that Hurd move back down to 154. That's what I'm hearing. He's gonna try a campaign there. He's gonna try a campaign at 154, but I don't know. That dude was looking heavy. I don't know. I think his best move. I mean, actually, he could probably do some work at 160. Like 160, kind of lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Mel move up. I mean, Jamal move up. All right. So Jesse Vargas, he trying to get a fight against Liam Smith, who's down here too. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get a fight with him at number 13. Tim Tszyu, you know, he's in talks to fight Dennis Hogan. That's a good fight. Jack Koke is the number 2 guy in the IBF. He won an eliminator. So maybe that's a fight for Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hurd go down that route and become mandatory over there. You never know. Carlos Adames should have a fight coming up in February, so look out for him. Get back fight. Liam Smith and Charles Conway. Charles Conway is a good prospect. He should have some fights coming up. And this guy right here, Mago Kamabamov, he can fight, bro. He can fight. I've been watching his fights. They have on the RCC promotion boxing channel. He can box. All right, welterweight. The diva division of boxing. We all know. We got a lot of star power. Earl Spence Jr. is the WBC IBF Unified Champion. He's basically the man there. Sean Porter he won an eliminator. He's not really the mandatory, but he's in position to be called as a mandatory. He probably got another year if you're gonna pursue that. So he's a silver champion. Rashidi Ellis, you know what I'm saying? International. Then Bud is a WO and Pacquiao is a WA super. So we know Spence, even know his options. He waited for Pacquiao, which a fight he probably won't get. So they'll probably do do a 3-belt unification and elevate Ugas, and it'd be Spence versus Ugas for 3 belts. So that's possible. And then another possibility, Spence has an IBF eliminator versus the number 8 guy right here, but he's number 1 in the IBF, Quadratilo Akudorov. Now he's supposed to come back March the 6th on David Benavidez undercard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe against Red Cash. So we'll see. Sean Porter, hopefully they get the fight with Bud Crawford. Mikey, not sure what he's gonna do. Keith, Danny, all those guys at limbo. Virgil's coming back March 27th versus Maurice Hooker. That's a good fight. Aegis, Me Machine, not sure. Avanesian got a fight with Josh Kelly. That's a good fight. What's that, like March the 20th? No, that's March. No, excuse me. That's February the 20th. Yeah, that fight coming up. Josito Lopez might be back in the ring. Amir Khan, Brooke, they should go ahead and fight, get out the way. Boots Ennis, he's in talks to fight Sergey Lipinets, probably like the end of March, early April. Talani MB just in back up in there. This Dominguez kid, he can punch. And then Rashidi Ellis. So, yeah, man. We know about the welterweight division. A lot of fights that we want that we probably won't get. 140 is tied up right now because we got Undisputed about to pop off. Jose Ramirez is the champion, unified champion. He gonna fight the other unified champion, Josh Taylor, which I can't wait for. You feel me? He said I like to see. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. That might be possible, honestly, because Talani he just popped in the rankings, I think, and Josito look like he's in the gym. So yeah, I like that fight. Actually, that's a good one. That's a good matchup. So we know Zepeda is the mandatory. Regis number 2. Like this division is on hold, but I would try to get in position because you never know. The winner between Undisputed can move up, and that's a wrap. And then the belts be vacant, and then you guys can put yourself in position. So they got Maurice Hooker number 6 at 140. You know he at 147. So not bad rankings. You know what I'm saying? Good names. Cano. You know what I'm saying? He'd probably be an opponent for somebody. Regis supposed to fight Mario Barrios coming up. But we'll see if that fight get made. Victor Postile still in the mix. I like number 14, Matisse. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. This was 35. A lot of craziness down here. Probably it's a hot division, but it's crazy though. Teofimo is a franchise champion. Some say he undisputed. Some say he's just a champ. He's just a franchise. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused, just like everybody else. Devin Haney, the champion, and then Ryan Garcia, the interim champion. So yeah, hella confusing. But I'll just say Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Ryan Garcia is his mandatory. Teofimo 3-belt because that shit just so confusing. You got Lomachenko number 1. Javier Fortuna is the secondary mandatory after Ryan Garcia, but it's more likely that Devin Haney is going to fight Javier Fortuna April the 2nd, the day before the Final Four kickoff. So remember I said that. April the 2nd. Devin Haney has his date. So listen, I'm gonna say one thing about this drama with the lightweight division. It's kind of cap all over because Devin Haney been given his date ever since he was cleared by the doctors after he hurt his thumb or something, and he was cleared probably like maybe the top of the year. That's when he got his date. Listen, they're not gonna tell us that. They're not gonna tell us the real. They're just gonna say, and I think Devin Haney is getting avoided though. But Devin Haney already got his date already. April the 2nd. That was his date. It was gonna be against Fortuna or Tego. One of those. But he had his date already. They know they're not getting those big fights. They know Ryan Garcia not fighting them next. They know they're not getting Tio next. Although they should. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight him, but Devin Haney has it because you can't just wait for those guys. You got to keep it moving. So he already had a date, bro. So, and he knew he wasn't getting those fights. So I just want to put that out there. April the 2nd, bro. All right. Linares, number 3. Not sure what he gonna do. Maybe he fight Francisco Vargas. Oh shit. Okay. Both of those guys is Golden Boy affiliated. Okay. I can see that fight. Linares versus Vargas. Mendy, you know what I'm saying? He might get another big fight. Comey fighting Jackson Marinez February 13th. Everybody high on Nakatani, but Nakatani might be out for the rest of the year with a broken eye socket. So it is what it is. I don't think you can put him in no fight right now until he healed up 100%. Because he had something broke against Teofimo. He was out for a year, he retired, all types of shit. So we don't know if he's gonna come right back from that. Luke Campbell, number 8. Sir Adelav. So we know these names. Tego. Don't be surprised if Tego might fight on the Devin Haney Fortuna undercard. If something happens to Fortuna, he might step in and get that fight. George Kambosos, IBF mandatory, gonna fight Teofimo next, and round that out. So yeah, these guys know. They already know what it is. They're not gonna tell us that because they need for YouTube and whatnot, the people making videos to hype up the fight to keep their name buzzing. But they know who they fighting and who they not fighting. It's a ploy. They're trying to trick us. But I'm one step ahead. So 130, I like this division. You know what I'm saying? Got some good champions. They got 4 belts spread out. I think they need to unify. Miguel Burchett is fighting he's fighting February the 20th versus Oscar Valdez. That should be a fun fight. I know a lot of people got Burchett winning. I think Burchett is the favorite. I just have a feeling Oscar Valdez is going to fight better than what people think. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good fight. Shakur number 2 or Shaq Foster 3. Leo, they got Leo 4. Okay. So maybe Leo going to stay at 130. No, good little division, though. Farmer in there. Rene Alvarado got a good ranking after losing his WA regular. Rocky Hernandez, Cancio. Okay. Albert Bell, number 14. So this division in unification, though. JoJo, the IBF, he got a fight coming up. Now, his guy tested positive, his opponent, but I don't know if he's out of the fight because I guess he tested positive so far out. Maybe he can recover. I'm not sure. That fight haven't been canceled. It just came out with it. Jamel Herring is fighting. So really, if you look at 130, 3 of their champions are fighting in like a week, like 2 week span. Jojo Diaz defending his title against a mandatory. That's February 13th. February 20th, you got Berchett Valdez, and then the 27th, you got Jamel Herring versus Carl Frampton. So 130 going to be a lot of attention on 130. So that's what's up. All right, featherweight. Let me see. So it already came out. I posted this on my Twitter maybe like 5-6 months ago. People thought I was crazy, but I was like Gary Russell versus Ray Vargas with a question mark. You know what I'm saying? I was figuring shit out at the time, thinking about stuff, and that's what I came up with because I seen that Carlos Castro at 122 was about to do a unification. Or excuse me, had an eliminator, and then Danny Roman. That was around the time when the Charlos pay-per-view. So I kind of seen this coming, but I got a little bit of foresight. So fast forward to now, WBC just mandated Ray Vargas versus Gary Russell Jr. That's a tricky fight for Gary Russell. This is a tall guy that's fight ugly and like to hold and carry on. So yeah, that fight should be coming up. I would say if I had to guess, that'd be on the Gary Russell, annual May date, around his pop's birthday, like May 20th or something like that. So I expect that fight to happen. Jesse Magdaleno, now he might be in position to fight Navarrete, you know what I'm saying, on top rank side. We'll see. Eduardo Ramirez, he won a WBA eliminator on the Spence undercard. But I'm thinking he gonna fight Tug. They were supposed to schedule the fight. You never know. Any of these matchups. Mark Maceo. He's with what's up, D Hodges? What's up? So Mark Maceo, he's a Manny Pacquiao fighter at number 6. Maybe he worked with PBC. Maybe he gets some smoke. Kid Galahad, he's the IBF mandatory. Joet Gonzalez, he in the running to fight Navarrete. Julio Ceja, Azadobe. So some decent names. Michael Conlon, he fights at 122. So we'll see, man, what happens. This fight, this division in unification, bad too. Josh Warrington and the Kanzu was supposed to fight February 13th, but the WBA wouldn't elevate Kanzu. So maybe that fight they can elevate him, and that fight can be a unification in May. Josh Warrington gonna come out. He gonna have like a tune-up fight, whatnot. February 13th. Then Navarrete, still waiting on him. He should have some news coming out too. Pretty sure, because he like to stay active. This seems like a long time we ain't heard from Navarrete. He usually fighting like 6 times a year, so should hear something from him. And then Gary Russell versus Vargas, that's coming up. That's coming. All right, 122 hot division. 122 is gonna be on display this weekend. We got some good fights on Showtime. So Luis Neri, he's in discussions to fight Brandon Figueroa. That's a good fight. That's an all-action fight. That fight gonna be next. That fight coming. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. You got unified champion, MJ, IBF, and WA. And then WO champion Leo is fighting Steve Fulton this Saturday. So this is a good division. Carlos Castro, I talked about him. He top ranked. He supposed to fight an eliminator, you know what I'm saying? But he supposed to fight Christopher Diaz, but I'm not sure if Christopher Diaz can make 122. Navarrete versus Warrington. Yeah, that's a good fight. Yeah, I agree. I would like that fight. That'd be a fun fight. Uh, okay, going down the line, Dan Ramon. He should have a fight coming up too. Ronnie Rios. He's fighting February 13th. I think he's fighting Oscar Negrete, I believe. You know what I'm saying? 122. As Zach, he's fighting February 13th. As Zach beat Ronnie Rios. Alamea #8. He had a good performance against fucking Neri. I thought he beat Neri for real, for real. Kiko Martinez is fighting one of the UK fighters. Damn. Zephyr Barrett, I believe, coming up on when Matchroom announce those fights. I'm gonna do a video about that too. But Kiko, he stay around, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Might plan on this guy in the rankings. So maybe he might get a fight with Castro. You never know. He said Navarrete will stop Warrington. I don't know about Kid Gallahan. I think he got a possibility to stop Warrington. But Kid Gallahan, I don't know. I don't know. But I would love to see those fights though. Those are good fights, bro. For real. All right. 118. 118 gonna get popping too. So at the top, Nabali, they gave his belt back. And he'll probably run that thing with Donaire coming up. So expect that. The interim champion, Galabalo. I can see him doing a rematch with Manny Rodriguez because he got taken to school, bro. For real. He got taken to school. So we'll see what happens with that. And then yeah, man. This is a good division. John Morel Casamero, the WBO champion, he's in talks to fight Rigo, who is the WBA regular champion. We know anyway is the man in this division, unified champion, IBF, WBA. He's gonna fight his IBF mandatory, Michael Desmarinas, the Filipino guy who promoted by Manny Pacquiao. That should be coming up like April. That might be in the States. We never know. But they're trying to get it in Japan, but Japan, they're not letting nobody in there in the country. So this is a good division. I'm waiting on those WO rankings. If I see Rigo in those WO rankings, I know he fighting Casamero next. So we'll see. Takuma anyway had a win. That's the monster's little brother. He had a win. This is a good little division though. I see Oscar Negrete down at the bottom, number 13. Rashid Warren still in there kicking. Paul Butler. So yeah. He said, hold on, the kid's face would be too swelled up. Okay. What's up? All that holding won't help him. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know though. Cause I seen when what's name was holding he was holding him. He won't fighting. His last fight when he fought the Southpaw kid. His name's slipping my mind right now. That Rete's last fight when he dropped him from long range because he had that crazy angles. Drac. I can't think of Drac's name right now. But you know what I'm talking about. When Drac was holding him, that dude wasn't doing nothing. Ruben Villa. Now Rete wasn't doing nothing. He was accepting the clinch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. We'll see. My man's stronger though. Kid Galahad. I would favor Navarrete. I think Navarrete can do some things. All right. So move super flyweight. This is another good division too, bro. Juan Estrada and Chocolatito unifying. That's March the 13th. Can't wait for that. That's a rematch. And Cajas is the IBF champion. Waiting for him to get back in the ring. Yoko just defended his title. He's WO champion to stop Tanaka. So yeah, and he talking about moving up the fight anyway. I would like to see him unify with Cajas before he do that. Well, actually, I like to see Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why not. But I know Sora Robinson #1 is the mandatory, and he been promised a fight against the winner between Estrada and Chocolatito, so that might slow things up. Quadras, he's a stable in this division. Pedro Guerrera, another good fighter. Fernando Martinez, Maloney up in there. Tanaka, he got number 6 ranking. Okay. Khalil Ufai, haven't seen him in a minute since his knockout loss. So yeah, man, I think like I said, WC got the best rankings. The order might be different of how you would have it, but the names are real good. All right, almost home, 112. Julio Cesar Martinez. Now he been ordered to fight his mandatory with Williams Arroyo. That fight was canceled. It supposed to went down. Uh, it supposed to went down, but it got canceled. I think it was October. And that's a good fight. That's a fun fight because JC Martinez is bringing that smoke. You know what I'm saying? Orthodox smoke, different angles and stuff like that. He can punch with both hands. And Arroyo can punch too. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a good one. So this another one. Got some good names. Francisco Rodriguez, former champ Christoph Rosales. Jay Harris can fight. He gave JC Martinez hell. Acosta, he can punch. I think he like 22-2 with 22 knockouts. He can crack. But he's a WBO mandatory. He about to fight Junto Nakatani. Right there, the WBO champion. He just got the title. What's up, DB? Salute, bro. Salute. He said he in the building. South Central in the building. What's up, Toby Bartlett? What's good, bro? Salute. Yes, sir. Salute, DB. What's going on? Talking about these rankings, you know what I'm saying? So 122 is pretty decent though, honestly. The IBF champion, Mathangland, he been champion for a hot minute. He haven't lost since like 08 against Donaire. And he beat some good guys. He stopped Casemiro and Tete. So hopefully he can unify with JC Martinez if he get by his fight. I think Martinez might fight maybe on the Canelo card, the 27th, February 27th, or maybe the Chocolatito Estrada card, March 13th. So yeah, we'll see though. But this a good division. So I think the champions, man, definitely got to fight. They got a WBA champion from Ukraine. That dude wouldn't fight nobody, bro. He just be over there chilling. We gotta see him in the ring, bro. Said yes, indeed. We gotta see that dude in the ring. He just over there chilling, babysitting the belt. All right, 108. Kenshiro, yo. He all right, though. The champion. He all right. Little Japanese kid. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. And this another division, man. They got 4 champions. And definitely need some unification because if the champions they match up, it's gonna be some great fights. You feel me? The IBF champion Felix Alvarado, we seen him on the Ryan Garcia undercard. He a big, strong guy, rugged, come forward. You know what I'm saying? Look like he got a decent chin, and he's Golden Boy. Elvin Soto from Mexico. He's a WBO champion. He's with Golden Boy, so that's a natural unification. Hopefully, that's next. That's a big fight. You know what I'm saying, for the smaller weight division, and it's a good fight because both guys can punch. The WBA champion is what's his name? Karashiro. They don't even talk about the WBA in these rankings, but Karashiro, yo, he can fight too. He just signed with Eddie Hearn. Then they got another guy, the regular champion, Gonzalez. These guys undefeated. They punching. I think Gonzalez is like 23-0 with 20 knockouts, some shit like that. So these smaller divisions, they gotta unify. They'll never get no recognition unless they fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna talk about them. You know what I'm saying? They got up and coming at number 12, number 10. The number 10 guy, Jesse Ban Rodriguez. I like him, bro. He's coming. He's like 20 years old, got some crack. So we'll see. He said they almost never unify. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why they don't get no notoriety like that. Because nobody really respect them because like, man, who you fought? But if you look at their resume, the normal person wouldn't know who they fought. We won't know those guys that they fought, but they actually good fighters. It's just we never heard of you. you know what I'm saying? And nobody respect nobody to weigh 108 pounds, bro. I'm just being 100. But there's some decent fighters though. All right, last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Panea, he won the title off this kid, Wayne. They've been hyping up. He was 54-0. You know, they were saying he TBE, but we all know what it is. He ain't fought a former world champion. We all know what it was, but he's a good fighter, good technically skilled fighter, stuff like that. But he lost his title to Pena. A couple months ago, he lost his title. And like I said, these guys need to unify because the IBF champion, he might be the worst champion in boxing. He's really not that good, but he got the title. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could get that off of him. The WO champion, Alfredo Mendez from Puerto Rico, he can box. He can box. You know what I'm saying? So they can unify this division. They got the WA champion, uh, CP Freshmart. He probably the best in this division. But we like I said, these smaller weight divisions, if they're gonna get any love, they're gonna have to fight each other. That way, you know what I'm saying? The boxing fans can actually talk about them, you know. So that's what it is, man. These rankings, bro. I had to always check these out, break it down so I can catch the fights. I'm gonna go back up and just recap real briefly before I get up out of here. Uh, like I said, a lot of the stuff really ain't changed too much. Like at heavyweight, the rankings are still the same. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. We just waiting on this mediation and arbitration situation with Wilder and Fury. That can hold up a lot of shit. A lot of people uh not really focused on that. Okay, all right, DB, I got you. Appreciate you, bro. He said this is my other account. All right, no doubt. Appreciate you, bro. So Bridgerweight, the new division, ain't nothing popping. He said, "What's the biggest issue with WC today?" WC don't live by their own rules, and they cater to the Mexican fighters. So they'll make a rule, and then they won't live by it. Then the franchise belt really mud up the waters and these divisions because we was like one step close to undisputed in both instances when they did that shit. Because Canelo had what, 3 belts, 2 belts. Oh, he was right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had 3 belts, but the IBF stripped him because Oscar De La Hoya took too long with the paperwork. He had one more belt to get Andrade, and then the franchise shit came, and it messed up everything. Same thing with lightweight. So that, and they cater to Mexican guys. You know what I'm saying? They don't show that love all across the board. Look at Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas, he broke his leg. All of a sudden, been sitting out all year. Now he mandatory for Gary Russell, and a guy Tug just won a title eliminator, a final eliminator to rematch Gary Russell. I don't really want to see Gary Russell versus Tug again, but now all of a sudden Ray Vargas can jump right in. So stuff like that. They do a lot of shady shit. Like this division right here, like it's really no purpose for this division, but you know what I'm saying? That's how they do. So what else I was talking about? Which cruiserweight, really nothing popping, nothing shaking. I like Makabu though. He's a fun fighter. If y'all haven't seen Makabu fight, he's fun. Get a lot of knockouts. I was talking about light heavyweight, about to get popping. Zerto and Marcus Brown been ordered to fight for the WBC interim title. Brother B will be back in the ring in March. Super middleweight. The only thing I was talking about, Benavidez versus Ronald Ellis might go down March the 6th. But Ronald Ellis just jumped into the new ranking, so, and we know Benavidez coming back. Then Canelo, Yildirim, we know the whole story. Middleweight, I'm trying to figure out who Jamal Charlo gonna fight since Chris Eubank bounced. Will the fans accept Selecki, and he kind of like in the same position as Bud Crawford a little bit. Because would the fans accept those guys he been fighting? You feel me? Selecki, he's PBC. All these other guys now, he already beat most of these guys. Brandon Adams, Derevchenko, Hugo Centeno. He's not gonna fight them. The number 9, Dennis Hogan, he beat him. The number 9 guy, he just slept James Kirkland. Will he fight him? Will the fans, be up in arms? You know what I'm saying? So I was saying I don't think he's gonna go those routes. I think he's gonna fight Danny Jacobs at the catchweight. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I think that's a better fight than him fighting Selecki or fighting Juan Macias Montiel. Y'all would kill him. We gotta give him the same treatment we give Bud. You know what I'm saying? 154. So Jamel, he's just basically sitting and waiting to see what happens with Teixeira and Castano and get that unification popping, undisputed. Lubin, all these guys can fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Lubin, Harrison. He said Maul versus Selecki. I mean, that's a decent fight and whatnot. but I don't know. That's a good comparable fight to see how would he perform. Can he outperform what Andrade did? That's gonna be hard to do because Andrade beat him 12 zip. Unless Maul go in there and stop him like the first, second, third round, something like that, then and then he went Selecki went life and death with Danny Jacobs. So yeah, maybe that fight is makeable because they both on that PBC side. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I think the Jacobs fight would be more fun for the fans. You feel me? That'd be more fun. Welterweight, Spencer's the man. We're waiting to see what he gonna do. Maybe the 3 belt unification if they strip Manny Pacquiao and elevate Ugas. That might come down the pipe. Maybe Spence fight his IBF mandatory. Sean Porter, we know the names. Hopefully Sean Porter and Bud can get it on. That'd be a good one. Keith Thurman, see what he gonna do. Good names. 140. They got the undisputed going down, so nothing really shaking over there. No, AB will be back February 13th. Lightweight, same shit. We all know. Teofimo gonna fight. Cambosis next, either in Australia or in the bubble in Vegas. Devin Haney gonna come back April the 2nd against Fortuna. Ryan Garcia. Hopefully he make the Tank fight. That's a big fight for boxing. You know what I'm saying? Bring a lot of fans and whatnot. And maybe he fight Tank. We don't know. So we'll see what these guys at the top do. So we pretty much know what Teofimo and Devin Haney doing already. And then, 130. Burchett and Oscar Valdez. So yeah, so on and so forth. It's some good fights gonna be coming up. Gary Russell, Ray Vargas. We'll see what happens. 122 gonna be on display this weekend. So yeah, man. But the WBC has the best rankings though. Like far as if you go compare, like for example, if you went to the WBA rankings and you compared the WBA the WBA welterweight rankings to the WBC, it's by far trash compared to WBC. WBA has a guy that's 3-0, Gabriel Magistri, something like that. Magistri. He's a former two-time Olympian. He's 3-0. He's like 35 years old. They got him ranked number 2 in the WBA. So that just tells you where they at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he said T.O. gotta make it happen. Yeah, he can make it happen. But T.O., what he did to these fighters, they be capping and they be clout chasing to the fans, and they don't want to tell us the truth. Yeah, they all over the place. See, he knew the moment he stepped out the ring that he's not fighting Devin Haney, Tank, none of those guys, right? He knew that. But instead of just saying that, I gotta deal with my mandatory, he gonna say, I should fight Devin. I might fight Devin Haney in this for undisputed, and all that stuff changed because it's about clout. They can't keep it 100. They have to do that so they can, what I'm saying, get notoriety and people talk about them. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's pops on every show and all that shit. Because if they was to tell us the truth, then they think fans might be like, man, nobody want to see that. So they have to throw out the big name. That's how they do. Like if you remember when Jamel Charlo he got interviewed with the at the Spence Dandy card, like in between fights, they asked him what was next. Man, that dude was like, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit back. He know what's next, but he's sitting back really because he got to wait for Teixeira versus Castano. He know he got the IBF mandatory, but he's not gonna say his name on TV because nobody gonna what they gonna say? He gonna say a Russian name that nobody never heard of. You know what I'm saying? Got like 45 letters in both of his names. You feel me? Nobody's gonna take him seriously. So he just gonna play oh man, I'm gonna sit back. I'm the man of the division. I'll let them fight each other, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. They're not gonna tell us the real shit. Like Bill Hayes not gonna get on here and say, yo, we got April 2nd already locked down, bro. He's not gonna say that because he's still trying to bargain to get a fight. You know what I'm saying? So he can't open up his cards, but like you pay attention, they'll tell you what they're gonna do. For real. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on their head on that. But Yeah, bro. So that's it for these rankings, man. I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Hopefully, what I'm saying, we all got something forward from it. It should be some fights getting announced because there's still some dates out there. I know PBC gonna announce some fights coming up and Top Rank too. So we'll see. Well, Top Rank not doing nothing in March, so you can already cancel them out. They ain't doing nothing in March, but I know PBC probably has some dates in March for sure. So we'll see if these rankings affect any of that. And 45 letters. Yeah, man. He Let me see how I find him real quick. He fought on actually he fought on the Charlo undercard, the pay-per-view. He fought on the Charlo's pay-per-view. Nobody had heard of him. I know he's trained by Virgil Hunter, and he's with yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be over there, DB. I'll be over there in a second. I'm about to close out. I'll be over there too. Appreciate you coming through too. I'll be over there. No way yet. I'm just he can fight a little bit though, but nobody's checking for that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the kid real quick. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So background Marta Televev, some shit like that. I know he's with this kid right here. It's about 45 letters. No, but like if he said that shit on TV, like imagine him saying this guy's name on TV, bro. You know how much hate he'll get? They'll say he's ducking and he this and but he might get that fight though. He fought on the chart. Look at that. He fought on the Charlo's undercard right there. Got a fourth round TKO, but he got dropped in that fight. But it is what it is, man. I just try to learn as much as possible. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Still in the building. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to educate and just talk about the sport. You know what I'm saying? Break shit down. So I appreciate the support though. So that's